Good morning. My name is Ramki Krishna, and I'm the SVP and GM for the Communications and Media Business Unit. And I have Serhly with me. In the pamphlets, you would have seen Nazar, who was supposed to make this presentation. Unfortunately, he could not make it due to the LA fires. His flight got canceled. He was supposed to fly in from Europe. So I'm standing in for him. How many of you are familiar with GlobalLogic? Let me ask this question. Great, it's one hand. Okay, so so I'm going to take maybe 2 minutes, not more than that, to introduce GlobalLogic, and then I will pass it on the baton to Serhly to kind of do the rest. As he had mentioned, we have some Roku sticks, and we want to reward good questions. So after the session, you can come over, drop your card, and people who had asked good questions, you would like to share, the Roku stick. So fundamentally, GlobalLogic is a design-led digital engineering services company. We are not a product company. We help customers by combining experience design, complex engineering, and industry knowledge to deliver value. Be it the OTT platform applications that you would have been familiar with, Roku or the Verizon Fios, and many more across industries and products. GlobalLogic works with our customers in delivering those compelling user experiences. What you also see unique is, we are a global company. We are about 12,000 people. And there are three things that we do. As I said, experience design, creating those compelling experiences, translating that into customer journeys, translating that into wireframes, and coming up with the design is the first thing that we do. Taking those design and translating that into actual product, translating those experiences into products, be it platforms, web scale application, mobile application. That's the second part that we do. And the third thing that we do is we deliver all this in an agile delivery model. About 95% of the projects that we do are run on agile. It's not just about Scrum teams, it's about ability to deliver a minimum viable product out there, iterate it, and make that successful. Just a quick snapshot in terms of where we are located. So we are a US headquartered company with about 800 people here. But we have a global footprint. So our customers are global. So wherever they need services from is where we provide. Just a quick snapshot again of what we do in the media and entertainment space. As you can see, we work with companies that create content, be it technology or the actual content. We have large labs for companies like Avid and Harmonic. And we work across the ecosystem to deliver those content. That's kind of an example of what we do. We work with ad tech platforms, personalization engines, a lot of AI, ML capability. You can probably look at us as an extended engineering arm of yours if you're a product company, if you're trying to build products where we can enable you across multiple technologies. Since we are talking about OTT and the accelerators for that, just a quick snapshot. This is the credibility that we have. We have been building OTT applications for the last 5 years or so, and about 100+ streaming applications, used by millions of customers across 30 different customers, and we have done that in different platforms, form factors. Just to kind of give you an example of what we have done across the board. Over to Serhly.
Oh, thank you. All right. So thank you, Ramki, for the great introduction. And actually, you can see over the year, we gather a lot of experience with creating OTT applications. And here I can share with you our best practices, what we actually learned along the way of creating OTT applications. So we tried like three different ways of creating OTT applications. First of all, this is unique, built from the scratch, fully tailored for the partner needs application. Second is like template-based, very generic, very simple, easy to customize, easy to actually quickly develop. And actually, everything likes balance. So that solution is creating application semi-customizable. So we have a set of components that shared between different projects that works simultaneously with, for different partners, and it allow us to have like best of two worlds. So initially we started with obviously a full tailored custom application, and quickly figure out that this doesn't scale, right? So partner is happy, they getting everything that they want, unique branding, unique flows, but it takes a long time to bring the application to the market, tedious debugging and verification that required. So we try to find out how we can do better. And we start thinking about unification that allow us to speed up the process. So we start small and create utility layer that contains a small component that use it all over the project. So it's a data validation, it's a parsing, it's a screen layout, networking, and this give us really good results. So one of the example results that root cause of problem that we got was checking the API values, and it caused application crash. So we eliminate that with creation data validation module, and it decrease our time to market drastically. After that, seeing that good results, we trying to find out what we can do better. For sure, as a true programmers, there was a strong temptation to create like a very solution, like a silver bullet that would work for everybody. But definitely it's a huge overhead on creating and supporting that, so we choose another approach. So instead, we've tried to unify our components, data flow, high-level approach throughout the platform and application, and we give opportunity for our engineers to choose to use like existing component out of box, or customize some components, but without boilerplate configuration and using some custom solutions. So it's actually speed up the development itself. And we built what we called accelerator for our engineers for their daily use. So we start with three main components for front-end development. This actually UI layout preset. We're talking about components like grid view, list view, detail view that's using in every OTT application. And we create the component that actually easily customizable for this purpose. The second was screen stack management that allow us to build cross-platform manager that handle proper ordering and control all the screen and Z order. Very important component, and we spent most of the time defining various flow and integrated with previously mentioned screen object presets. Another component is a data management component. We are talking about unification of data model across all of these modules. It's unified and feed metadata for each preset screen, and as well as custom screen that conform to our data protocol. So setting up these three components will help us to build core of accelerator for various OTT platform. So we have started work defining next set of components that can be reused among projects. So we decided to treat it as a different kind of product, define feature set, actually do interactive and agile development, because we always need to fight with requirements and time to market. So we identified next main pain points during development of application. Analytics layer, data API, network layer, player layer, advertisement, and entitlement layer. So starting with analytics, which was like low-hanging fruit, but very important for data tracking and monetization. So there are a lot of different analytics systems that use different events. Our goal was to create like a module that cover all of them, and for specific analytic system we can create just adapter to transform internally defined event to specific analytic format. So for some application, for example, we have requests to handle like 8 different analytics system. With our component, it was pretty easy to add support of that, and another advantage that creating this adapter component approach help us to separately debug and diagnose all the problems all the way that we got during the development. Next step was to, our actually goal was to create a backend agnostic system. So there are a lot of different API providers, cloud providers available on the market, and actually we have created the layer and select, based on our experience with on previous project, we select most common API and created adapter for them. So we had like data layer that backend agnostic, and we can get results and quickly integrate and switch from, for example, Ericsson media first to the AWS Elemental. For sure, that could be a situation then partner has in-house system. So in this case, we just need to spend time to create an adapter, and rest of the application, there is no impact on that. Next component is a player, and it's most obvious and needed component because it's like a heart of OTT application. We would like to see movies and series, and it's all about player. All player has the same controls: play, stop, pause, fast forward, rewind. And the idea was to manage all discrepancy between different platforms that allow us to customize player. Customize the adding custom buffering screen, adding a watermark, end cards, content playlist, EPG-like screens. So it was done by creating these components. Next, actually, advertisement.
Only 4 minutes, so you have to speed up or we cut and then we
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So advertisement, the same approach as analytic. We integrated support for many advertisement managers, having ability to customize, setting the pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll situation, adding frequency, time capping, at holiday SKU point, and this interfaces to the player and analytics, and it's tightly integrated using our data model. The most hard and demanding layer was entitlement layer that include integration of login flows and integration with in-app purchases. So we support different authentication schemas like TVE-based, Adobe Primetime, Rendezvous style, plain user and password. So it's all in the component and allow us to quickly add any schema required. So in our approaches, we try to understand the solution that the client want and adopt quickly our accelerator per needs. So we can use HTML5 or native code depending on needs. We try to reuse as much as possible components. We can reuse code base for the similar platform like Android Mobile, Android TV, Amazon Fire TV. So that actually help us a lot with creating the quickly OTT applications. So here we have like quickly just benefits, first time to market, less effort and cost. We require less work, less engineers involved. Quality, because we are using the component, quality is proven and highly tested. We have smooth and seamless release flow, and flexibility also there, so we can easily brand it, we can configure flow and modular approach covering market demand on the future. So I guess, yeah.
Maybe we'll take Q&A.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay, well that is time, and I want to get a big round of applause from our two speakers from GlobalLogic.